Better defensive. What are some of the keys to winning a defensive kind of battledore?
Well, because you know that possessions are going to be fewer than in a typical game, where the pace is going to be slower, then the turnover number becomes all that much more important. Because in a game where pace is not at issue, you can't afford 15, 20 turnovers. It's about valuing the basketball. It's about executing to the greatest degree possible. And sometimes, Kevin, that means going deep into your offensive set. The ball should change sides of the floor, and you should look for a matchup that's favorable. And when you do, that's when you strike.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Simmons runs the show with Redick at the 2. Saric is the 4 with Embiid in the middle. And it's Covington in at the 3 slot. And good. He got the English that time as it falls.
And really with Simmons, the guy just has everything, including the soft mid-range jump shot.
Leonard, the pass to Ibaka. Got that one up quick. Ibaka's got his first points of the game.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Down low, here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end.
Really like watching Simmons go to work down low with his length and strength. There aren't many guys that can keep up with him.
And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Lowry.
Boy, the offense is really clicking. 4 for 5 from the field to start. Nice.
And Greg, one of the stories that had started developing since last season was the talk of Kawhi Leonard wanting out. Too many soured relationships, it seemed.
And he was eventually moved after requesting a trade. Pop and the Spurs tried just about everything they could to convince him to stay. Probably the most drama for a team known for not having any drama.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket. Simmons got 6. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Covington against Leonard. The pass to Ibaka. Leonard dishes to Ibaka. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 5 assists in the game.
Well, there's incredible height and reach and length and touch from the inside when we're talking about Serge Ibaka.
Raptors leading by 7. Here's Leonard outside for Lowry. Leonard attacking. A wide open look here for Ibaka. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Ibaka's got his 3rd basket of the night. And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers. Now let's send it over to D.A., who was able to talk with Coach Brett Brown.
Well, Kevin, when I asked him about the defensive game plan, he said they have to clog up the middle and deny clean looks at the basket. If they can do that, he thinks they'll have the upper hand. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks. And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Johnson, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Chandler comes in for Robert Covington. Markelle Fultz has checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Dario Saric. Raptors moving the ball around. Miles. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
You can see the confidence of C.J. Miles down in the paint, right? He's got long arms to get the shot off whenever he wants.
Chandler's shot, good.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
From 12 feet out. And then Johnson with the dunk.
And guys, really admire how Simmons finds the open man consistently. The vision, the unselfishness. That's what you want to see out of him.
Powell, that's good.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
The 76ers trail by 9. Here's McConnell. Pass to Simmons with 4 seconds on the clock. A 3-ball.
How about the fast hands and lateral quickness of Norman Powell to get with his man and contest shots? That's good.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. The Raptors out in front. They lead by 9. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Now a veteran in the NBA, Serge Ibaka, talked about his role on this team.
I like to do all those little things, running up and down.
And Ibaka, Greg, a great complementary player.
And you like his combination of size and skill, able to impact the game at both ends on a high level.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
I love the fact that they're getting so many of their points at the rim. Just a solid first period.
Well, Greg, playing bully basketball on the block. Every opportunity they've wanted at the rack, they've got it.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, McConnell and Fultz, the playmaking pair in the backcourt. Amir Johnson is out there with Ben Simmons, and it's Chandler in at the small forward position. So much of being a scorer is finding ways to get open without the ball, of course, and there are a lot of guys that do that very well in the league right now.
Well, you think back to guys like Ray Allen, who have retired in the last 5 to 6 years. He was one of the all-time bests. You think back to the Detroit Pistons teams and Rip Hamilton. They set the stage for today's generation. Guys like Klay Thompson and Kyle Korver, who are relentless in their motion and sometimes do it randomly. Outside of the context of the offense, they're just, because they've done it so often, the kind of movement they create puts tremendous stress on your defense.
And the explosiveness of Fultz really is incredible. Just, he's effortless in terms of getting where he wants on the court.
Now here's Powell. He has 5. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Chandler attacking. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Chandler's got his second bucket tonight. Raptors leading by 8. Right outside. Pass to Anunoby. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. The Raptors making a switch here. Ibaka's checked in. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Johnson. Saric comes in for Ben Simmons. Robert Covington's checked in for Wilson Chandler. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Now here's Saric. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Embiid, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And last season, a very strong rookie campaign, Greg, for OG Anunoby.
You know, the team quickly learned that they could rely on him offensively. And it's rare to have a team trust someone taken 23rd overall that quickly. Surprised a lot of people with how efficient he was on offense right out of the gate. And I think you're going to see him continue to grow in that regard.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for OG Anunoby. Here's Fultz. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
And this is an area that you like to see Fultz work on. If he can develop a consistent mid-range jumper, it's over for the rest of the league.
Now here's Leonard. Kicks to Valanciunas. And again, no good by Toronto. The 76ers trailed by 8. Here's Covington, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. Covington's got his first basket. Toronto's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Back to Lowry. Lets it go with a 3. Saric grabs the board. The 76ers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And Redick kicks to Fultz. To the inside. It's stolen by Valanciunas. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Nobody near Leonard. Nets the corner 3. Leonard's got 5 now.
Boy, that play developed just the way they wanted, and Valanciunas made sure they got the bucket. What a tremendous pass.
Now here's Redick. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Free throw line jump shot. They grab their own miss. Embiid. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Ibaka right side. Outside Leonard. A three. It's hauled in by the 76ers. And finished off by Fultz.
And for a point guard, Fultz is a great dunker. I mean, he gets up quickly off the ground to slam that one home. And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
It's good. That's now 8 points for Serge Ibaka.
Ibaka tough to contain now. This guy's super skilled near the basket. He's got a variety of shots he can choose from.
And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That is his first foul of the game. Danny Green, he's checked in for the Raptors. Fred VanVleet comes in for Wright. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Johnson, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Ben Simmons comes in for Saric. Wilson Chandler's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Markelle Fultz. Here's Simmons. And so it's Toronto, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everyone. It was a fast pace for Toronto at the outset. Amped up and ready off the tip, they immediately went on an 11-4 run. They came on extremely strong as the quarter was winding down, nailing all 6 of their last field goal attempts to close out the first. Second quarter, not quite as good, but still managed to maintain control and enjoy a 7-point advantage at the break. And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
We return now to Toronto with a fantastic look at sunset at the downtown skyline of Toronto, Ontario. Oh, what a great view. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. We've seen Simmons really having a great game.
And through 2 quarters, surprising how aggressive he was offensively.
Yeah, I think this guy was really looking for his shot on every possession. Remarkable effort from him on the offensive end in that first half.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Setting the floor for the Raptors. Inside pairing is Ibaka and Valanciunas. Kyle Lowry and Danny Green are the guard tandem. And it's Leonard in at the 3. Well, after the Raptors fell short of their goals last season, you knew they were going to be changing some things up.
Well, obviously the first big move was moving on from Dwayne Casey as the head coach. And you think about Dwayne had brought the best years this franchise had seen, and they still felt it was time for a shift. Now, it's not necessarily his blame. Sometimes you just need to hear a new voice when you've ended in the playoffs the way they have over the last several years.
Sinks the triple. Covington's got 5 points so far.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
Here's Simmons. Got it. Good job in the low post. He's got 13.
And at 6'10", a player like Simmons, to handle the ball the way he does, that's just unfair.
Outside, Green. To the middle. Shoots over Redick. And there's Green on the assist from Ibaka. Green's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, that is not the shot they were hoping for, but they'll take the result.
Covington wide open. He fires. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Three-pointer, Lowry. Saric grabs the board. And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. 4-point game. They double him with Green. Embiid wide open. Second shot opportunity. The shot misses. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Outside, Green. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. The 76ers trailed by 4.
You know, and Dario Saric has shown some big steps in terms of improvement since coming in the league. Hadn't gotten enough recognition for it as the team overall has improved right along with him, but his shooting and rebounding have both dramatically increased.
Here's Embiid, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And with Saric and his improved jump shot, he's been more aggressive on offense.
Yeah, and with that aggression, Saric has taken on a larger role in terms of creating offense. Showed he can be a playmaker out of the pick and roll. Great passing instincts and can be deployed as a point forward if you need him to be.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Amir Johnson's checked in for Saric. Chandler comes in for Robert Covington. Fultz, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Ben Simmons. The 76ers have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Raptors with the lead. Here's Van Vliet. Drains the three-pointer. Van Vliet's got his first 3 points of the game. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. McConnell kicks to Embiid. To the paint, Chandler. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. And that's now 6 points for Wilson Chandler.
I really like the awareness from Fultz. It has an ability to know when one of his guys is wide open.
Here's Anunoby. And again, Toronto with the triple.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
And there's the foul. It goes on C.J. Miles. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. For Philadelphia, they have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Count it.
Well, you simply can't give C.J. Miles any room to fire, right? He's always thinking about shooting as soon as the pass comes his way. Just really good anticipation.
Passes to Anunoby. Foul for 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
The 76ers trail by 8. McConnell kicks to Chandler. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. That's now 8 points for Joel Embiid.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
For Philadelphia, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Now here's Fultz, guarded by Powell. And the shot goes in from Fultz. And now it's just a 4-point Raptor lead.
And I just love when Fultz goes with that floater, showing a desire to add to his arsenal offensively.
Powell for 3. Oh, he hits it! How about that shot?
Tough shot.
Incredible.
That is a huge three-pointer. Extends the lead at the last possible second. That'll give him a big boost going into the fourth period.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Right back after this break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. So on the floor for Philadelphia, the young stars, Simmons and Embiid at the 4 and 5. McConnell and Fultz, the playmaking pair in the backcourt. And it's Chandler in at the 3, the small forward.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers. And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Yeah, and an example of why you want to let the game come to you. The opening presented itself, he converted in a big way.
Sinks the three-pointer. And the Raptors lead by 10.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Anunoby's gone 2 of 3 shooting from deep here. Fultz with the ball. And the layup's good off the glass.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
From deep, Miles. The rebound by Wilson Chandler. The 76ers trail by 8. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Fultz is a menace inside. Superb at making the D foul him when he's this close to the basket.
A new group in now for the Raptors. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Siakam. Baca comes in for C.J. Miles. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for OG Anunoby. And it's Green in for Fred VanVleet. Philadelphia also making some changes. Saric is checked in for Embiid. Robert Covington comes in for Wilson Chandler. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for T.J. McConnell.
You know, there are differing opinions as to who the best defensive player in the league is, but no matter what, Kawhi is always in the discussion.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for the Raptors. And the 76ers also making a change. Embiid's checked in, Covington, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Covington.
Boy, how outstanding at the line has this guy been. One of the best free throw shooting big men you will ever find.
Nice step back to get it off. And the Raptors lead by 9.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And just great offensive execution by both sides, leaving nothing on the table.
What an offensive clinic we have been given today. They're hitting every single thing they put at the rim right now.
And you can see where they're attacking here in the 4th, strictly from the perimeter.
Well, they've got the green light to pull the trigger from 3, and I'll tell you, they put it to good use here.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Brett Brown talking with his team. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Lowry finds Green. Green draws the double. Here's Leonard. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And that's 11 points for Leonard.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
And they double up Embiid. He feeds it to Covington. Embiid, the pass to Saric, and he lays it straight in.
Boy, you have got to love the dime, the pass on time and on target.
Lowry dishes to Green. Simmons with the defensive effort. And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Trailing here by 8. The shot by Saric, no good. Green kicks to Leonard. Yep, that one goes. Leonard's got 6 in the quarter.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
I'll tell you, you've got to admire the energy. This guy really wants to put this one away.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Raptors.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up. Whether the last several shots went down or not, 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Leonard.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
And it's good, 2 points. There's 38 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
Goodness gracious.
About that finish.
And a terrific bit of chaos there in the replay presented by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. And the wide open shot from Redick. Embiid, no good. He's these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice to system.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
And he knocks down the first one. Leonard hits them both. Here's Fultz. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And so here is Philadelphia. It's a 13-point game. Here's McConnell. And there it is for him. Van Vliet kicks to Green. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kyle, congrats on the win. What did you guys want to accomplish and get this win?
Everybody played. We all played together. We stayed, aggressive and stayed the course of the game.
Thanks again, Kyle. Congrats on the win. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.